This is Sundance Head, and you're watching Strike TV.
Hey everybody, Brian here, Strike TV. We're at the PWR Texan Theater, Cleveland, Texans. It's Cleveland, Texas. It's football season, right?
No A in Cleveland.
Right. And of course, we have Mr. Sundance Head. Thank you for joining us here, brother.
Hello.
We appreciate it. Man, y'all, this is a really cool theater. You want like an up-close, personal music experience?
Pretty close.
It's pretty close. We may have to put that fencing up to keep them away, right?
I had to put some chicken wire up when we start.
That chicken wire. Man, hey, we appreciate it. You've been a busy guy. And was it, so for you, was it pretty much, it was going to be music, or did you have a choice? Or was one of those, it chose you, you didn't choose it?
I'm still trying to, I don't know. I got to figure out how to make money other than playing music still, but.
Well, we talked about that thing earlier, but.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, I was always into music, but I wasn't ever trying to do it professional until I was around 33 years old, you know.
Right.
And so I've been trying to figure it out like everyone else. It seems to be eluding me, but we keep hammering down and playing shows and hoping that we can reach as many people as possible, you know.
Well, you're doing well at it. I mean,
yeah,
so,
I suck at social media. That's the problem. Right now you're in the social media world, and I'm just not very good at it, you know.
Well, no, actually, but you got a little humor on it. You know, you tell them they better straighten up. You're going to get out of the car.
I'm starting to get better at it, you know. So I think it's just as much. I think it's not so much the content; it's the quantity of content. Like you just gotta constantly throw stuff out there, whether it's good or not, you know.
Right. Well, apparently, so you know, we're here. We're talking about music and whatever else. So, for us in the music world, what I thought was kind of interesting, we talked to this guy by the name of Dean Dillon.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to say that you brought Dean Dillon out of retirement and stopped him from retiring.
Yeah, he was fixing to retire, and
that's insane.
Yeah, I know it. I would have definitely retired, but you know, he decided,
yeah, it is kind of money, right?
yeah, but he wanted to stay in it, you know, and we went through and did the Nashville recording deal and the contract with the label that was created and everything, and then the story of my life, you know, COVID came and just kind of wiped everything out. All the investors pulled out. Everyone went broke, and so we're all out here starting again, man. That's why we named the record "Starting Again," and
right,
has the Phoenix on the front. And you know, lost 100 pounds trying to rebrand, quit drinking, just super focused on creating music and music relationships, whatever that might be. You know, as far as the industry goes, and so. Since I quit drinking, I meet a lot of people again for the first time that I've known for a while, which is always cool.
Yeah, you didn't remember us meeting. No,
it's like, oh, yeah, all right.
All right, no, it's good. That's cool. So speaking of, so we're talking about music and starting, let's talk about bars and churches. Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool. It's on the chart. It's getting up there. It's jumping spots.
It is. It had a good jump this week. That's a good song, man. That song, you know, is very relatable because a lot of the people that go to the bar and church are looking for the same thing internally.
Right.
And they can fill it with many things, but it seemed to collate pretty well in that particular circumstance. So I didn't write that song, but when I heard that song, I really connected with it and thought that it was a beautiful song. And then once we recorded it in the studio at Stormy Cooper's in Houston, I really fell in love with it and decided, hey, we got to put it on the record, you know. Even though it's not something that I actually wrote, I did feel like I was going through a point in my life where it was 100%. I wished it was one of those songs that everybody always says, hey, man, I wish I did write that song.
Right.
So that's kind of what that is.
So do you think with the recent changes with, you know, investors pull out, now you lose 100 pounds or whatever, maybe has that changed your writing at all? Maybe changed the way to a new inspiration, I guess? I mean,
well, we still will see. I haven't went in and made an album yet, but I am writing things and I'm writing a lot of songs, but it seems to be one of those things where, you know, just we just have to find out what goes on.
Right.
I don't know what else to do other than play music, and if I don't succeed at it, then I'm just going to die broke. So I mean, that's pretty much the way it goes.
Right. Well, I mean, and the cool thing is for you, I mean, you know, your guys are a great band, I will say.
Right.
And some of them are here. I'm not saying that just because.
Oh, they're here. They can hear you, man.
Yeah, I know. But they need to learn how to keep the van door closed or something like that. But we'll talk about that later.
No, that's the air conditioner.
Air conditioner.
We got a guy that likes to ride around with his shirt off, you know. Actually, he's fully dressed when it's 105 degrees. He's wearing long johns. And we're naked in the van just sweating, you know, and he's covered up with a grandma blanket and some thermal socks, you know, and got all his vents shut. And we're like, dude, the air's not working. What's going on?
Yeah.
Well, I look back there and all the vents are closed. Freaking 108 degrees, you know. I let my van idle for 20 minutes, and I'm thinking this is going to be nice and cool when we get out here, and all the vents are closed except for the 3 in the front.
Right. And the cool thing for you is one thing I noticed. You do a 5-string guitar, is that what
I do.
Yeah, so and they custom. I'm not a guitar guy, but I guess, but it's natural for you though. Right?
I learned on a 5-string Newman, which was a guitar tech for Keith Richards for a long time. Built him those guitars that he could drop, and all those famous songs are in that. But,
right. Oh wow.
So I picked one up. The story goes that Fred Middlebrook got one from Billy Gibbons and gave it to my dad. And
wow.
Fred Middlebrook is a guy that's been around the music business for a real long time. A super sweet guy. And he'd probably tell you the story better than I can, because I got the guitar when I was about 7, and I just learned to play on that. You know, my dad said, hey, if you learn one guitar song, I'll go buy you a new guitar. And so I learned Born to Boogie because I could just play it on the E string and never move, you know. And then so we went and got a real guitar that had 6 strings, and I couldn't play it. So I just ripped the gear off and the string off, and I never looked back. So
wow, how cool. Yeah. So speaking of your dad, we'll wrap this up pretty quick because I know y'all got to do your thing.
Sure.
So was there any type of advice he gave you or whatever? You know, anything particular?
Oh man, he gave me
a bunch of it, a book full, right?
Yeah, he gave me so much advice. It's just ridiculous, you know. I can't really talk too much about my dad though without getting upset and start crying.
So let's just go. So, but what about you though? What advice would you? Because I mean, you've been on national television. You've been on the Opry, which was pretty cool. We made that trip, myself and Mr. Diggs was there. Alan Roden was there.
It was awesome, man. That was the first time. Yeah. So my advice would be, man, just go out and surround yourself with a good team. If you have to have a team, make sure it's the right team. Right. I've had trouble with that. So most importantly, I think you should just find your core and stick to that, you know.
Right. It's
okay to hit the highs and it's okay to hit the lows, but what I think the most important part is to find the middle and just keep it nice and steady. And if you can do that, you'll stick around for a long time.
Well, you're still sticking around, so.
I'm too stupid to quit.
All right, so is there any, I mean, you've played. Is there anywhere that you haven't played that you just want to play? Is there anything like that?
I haven't played. We haven't played Green Hall yet in New Braunfels. That's on my list of places to play.
All right, hey guys.
Green Hall and Red Rocks.
Let's make that happen.
Yeah.
And then so one thing I remember, I was lucky enough to be there for the Sundance thing at the Eagles Stadium type thing. Did they give you is there a Sundance Head Day? Do you know?
I don't know, man.
No. Okay, so here we need to talk to whether Matt Gray or one of those guys. So I say as a fellow
Matt
taxpayer of Montgomery County, we need to do a Sundance Head Day, and we need to get you a street.
That's right, man. They did allow me to graduate out of New Caney, or they threw me out one or the other.
They throw us out, don't they? Yeah. Well, that's cool, man. Well, hey, Sundance, man, I appreciate it. So, how do they find out your socials? Where at?
Man, we're on social media everywhere. Sundance Head with a blue check, or you can follow us. You can download our website, sundancehead.com, and you can find all the information you need there. So
cool.
Come out and see the show. We play live music. We're a 3-piece band, and there are a bunch of good-looking musicians in the band. Dave Smith. Might as well be Dave Smith. Actually, Dave Smith's our record promoter out of Fort Worth. He's a hell of a guy. Yeah. One of the most beautiful men I've ever met in my life, both physically and emotionally. But we got Dave Walters in the bass, all the way from Hockley, Texas, and Dustin Edwards from Athens, Texas, who now resides in Kingwood. He's the king of Kingwood. So
the king of Kingwood.
The king of Kingwood, man.
Awesome. Well, hey, I know we're going to post a little bit of this. So tonight, you still have time. I don't think there's a lot of tickets left, but if not, we'll try it. Come check out. So tonight, PWR Texan Theater.
That's right, man.
Come check us out.
I've got some T-shirts we're selling that I drew the art on since I've quit drinking. I've realized that I can draw decently. I didn't really even know that I could like do stuff like that. But I started making concert posters just kind of out of boredom, and some of them turned out pretty cool. So I've kind of stuck with it, and we've designed some T-shirts. They look really nice, and
how cool!
And they're full color and super sweet.
Yeah, you do some pretty cool. When I would look when you would draw your stuff up, that's some pretty cool stuff. So
yeah, man, I thought about getting some tattoos of some of this stuff, but you know, I'm afraid of needles. That's why I've never got tattoos or tried heroin.
Well, that's a good thing. So on that note, hey everybody, Brian here. Y'all check us out, striketv.com. We're on Roku and a bunch of others, Fire stuff. We're worldwide. We're worldwide. This guy's worldwide.
Oh, yeah.
Come check us out here at the PWR Texan Theater. Tommy, Angela, thank y'all. We'll see you next time.
Cleveland, Texas.
You're asking me to understand your feelings, to just forget mom and let you walk away. Darling, I won't raise a hand to stop you. Just let me say one thing before you leave. Come to me. Well, I know the time alone changes, and that change of time will bring it back to me. When you get tired of chasing rainbows, just take a look beside you, there I'll be. Just reach out your hand, there I'll be. You're asking me to understand your feelings, to just forget mom and let you walk away. But darling, I'm gonna raise one hand to stop you. Just let me say one thing before you leave. All right.